Well, hello YouTube, and a warm welcome to the New to Crypto channel. My name, as always, is Ian, and I am your host. Now, do be aware there are scammers in the comments, as always. They're trying to be me, pretending to be me. Incidentally, if you make a comment on the thing, then I will try and answer everybody's comment, so do expect an answer. However, I won't ask you for WhatsApp information or give you WhatsApp information or Telegram or anything like that, because I don't do that kind of thing. So, therefore, expect an answer, but just not one that you've been getting from the scammers. Simple as that. Anyway, we've got a lot to get through today, so let's go over to the main screen, or the other screen, shall I say. Here we go. This is the first thing, a tweet from Vivi. What a day. An amazing day yesterday for those who did or didn't take part. It was Unicornos Day yesterday. No, Mermicornos, beg your pardon. Mermicornos Day yesterday. And it was a great day. The app seemed to fare quite well. Okay, so a few people got locked out and a few people didn't manage to get stuff. But that is just the name of the game. At the end of the day, if you try and get Glastonbury tickets or something like that, the website's going to lock up and all that kind of thing. So, you know, they sold out, I believe, within like an hour or something. So, as it says there, it sold a record of 62,000 plus NFTs. That's absolutely crazy. I'll be honest, I didn't think anybody was going to want to buy these little horse ponies, little sea ponies, but, you know, everyone turned up in droves to buy them as well, and I guess that's a testament to, you know, as they say, 170,000 users have been, you know, added to the database, essentially. It says, uncover some opportunities to improve server handling and even more, which is great, and they took the app offline just recently as well to put it back on again, so I guess they're constantly updating things, which is great. They're doing a lot of work in the background that we don't necessarily see or know about, and it's really good to know that that stuff is being done, essentially. They've got a whole new team of developers and all that kind of thing, and they're really pushing to try and make it, you know, make it work. And I guess soon, once it comes out of the beta phase, then that means that all the ducks will be in order and it will work nicely. So that's the hope, isn't it? Really. And also, this is a little teaser here. One day closer to our huge announcement. So what can that announcement be, I wonder? So before they were saying, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no announcement. But they've now tweeted that one day closer. That means that either today or tomorrow, I guess, they're going to announce something big. Now, we're hoping it's going to be maybe a new license or something like that, which is going to, you know, help rocket the token. Whether it does or not is another thing, obviously, always speculation. But we don't know what it is. But we're going to find out in the next day or so. Maybe the huge announcement is that they've, you know, done the gems to thingy, and everyone's like, oh. Although, that's a good thing, and I'll explain why in a second. So, that's the first tweet from them. Here's an interesting one that's coming up right now, and that is that if you got one of those special Ultramans, which some people did, some people have got it already, some people haven't, there's already being one on eBay, or on ebay.com, I believe it is, and look at how much it sold for, 43 bids. Now, again, whether this is real or not, as in people can bid on things all the time. As you probably know, there was a young girl who made something out of loom bands. Do you remember those loom bands? It was like a bikini of loom bands. And she popped it on eBay, and somebody bid like millions and millions, and it got into all the papers. And because of that, people bid millions of pounds on this thing. But because the bids got so high and it was just stupid bids, in the end what happened was, like happens to me sometimes when I put something on eBay, it sells, and then the person just doesn't pay. And nothing happens. You know, to them, they might get a strike against their name or something like that. But there's a lot of odd people out there who like to bid on things and then just pretend they don't exist anymore. And unfortunately, that possibly could have happened to this. So we don't know for sure whether or not this did sell for that money. So don't go thinking, wow, my thing's worth $8,000. But you can see there's 43 bids on it. Now, there is a possibility that somebody could have been bidding against themselves on purpose to try and up the price. But, you know, who knows? The point is that this is the Ultraman Rare first appearance TD comic cover, which is what everybody was getting as their free secret rare if they didn't manage to sort out the drop. So essentially, Vivi just gave you at least $5,000, I'd say, which is a pretty cool thing to do for a company. But anyway, I digress because I didn't get one of those, so I'm a bit mad. Oh, incidentally, one thing they did say, and this is important because a lot of people were contacting them and saying, hey, where's my NFT because I couldn't get on because the app went down and blah, blah. It's not because the app went down or because of any problems that you had on your own personal device. It's purely if you bought something and then what happened was they took the gems from you, but then they didn't deliver you the collectible because the system went a bit skewy and it allocated more than was available. So, you know, if they did do that, they refunded your gems, which is awesome. Oh, and if you bought more than one, you don't get more than one of these as well. So, like, if you had 3 or 4 in the queue and you didn't get any of them, you only get one of these. So just remember that. But still, you know, giving you one of those plus all of the gems back is, you know, is pretty cool. So that's what they've done with that. Okay. Now, this is going to be a controversial one. I'm pretty sure it is. Let me go over to the main cam here because I want to talk to you about something. So, everyone is always talking about the whole burn rate thing, and I understand that completely. Okay. I understand that when everything's bought, or anything's bought, the gems get burnt in the reserve wallet. But that doesn't really affect the main wallet, or not the main wallet, the price of the token. The token is still low, and people are saying, well, it will take years and years for the burn to happen, blah, blah, blah. Well, it may take a while for the burn to happen, but when it does, obviously, it's going to help. But, in the meantime, I kind of had a little brain puff. I know it's not brain puff, I'd say the other word, but I'm not sure if YouTube like that word, so I won't say that. But a little brain puff, shall we say. And that is, and I'm not sure if anyone's been talking about this, so therefore, correct me if I'm wrong, and this is kind of pie in the sky as well, for the second tier of the idea. The first tier of the idea is this, okay, and that is that when you buy off the exchange, you are affecting the price, okay? But when you buy in the app, you're not affecting the price at all, because if you buy in the app, say you buy, you know, an NFT, you buy with fiat, it then gets converted to OMI, which then gets taken out and burnt in the reserve wallet. However, when they bring in the OMI to gems, it means that you have to buy the OMI somewhere else, and you buy it off the exchange, which means that then you are directly affecting the price. So what I'm saying is that when they bring in the OMI to gems, which they are bringing back in, and it's a fast process, which should be coming very soon because they've been talking about it a lot. And then incidentally, they're also going to bring in the OMI back to fiat. Or no, the gems back to fiat, beg your pardon, or the fiat back to OMI. I'm not sure which way they're going to do it. Sorry, gems back to OMI, or you know what I mean. You get the idea, the other way around. So basically you can cash out as well. They're also bringing that in. Now, what I'm wondering is there kind of like a little hack, essentially, for making the price of OMI go up? And that is by simply everybody, instead of buying in the app by using fiat, then converting it to gems, which then burns OMI in the reserve wallet, if you buy the OMI off the exchange, then use the converter, which I'm assuming won't charge you, but I don't know because I didn't do it before, and I haven't used it. Obviously, it's a new thing coming out. So when it comes out, we'll find out. But could you not buy off the exchange, which affects the price of the token, and then use that to purchase your NFTs? And then would they then burn the OMI again for that price? I'm not sure if they would burn it twice. Maybe they wouldn't. But the point is that you're not burning it from the reserve wallet. You are then burning it off the exchange because you're purchasing off the exchange, which is then allowing you to buy the NFTs. Now, there are a couple of issues with that, and that's why I thought that maybe there's an idea that's really pie in the sky. But hear me out on this one. So, firstly, there's two things. Firstly is, if you purchase it from the thing and then you put in OMI and then you change it to your gems, if there's a way to change your gems back to OMI or back to that thing, if there's no cost to do that, you could buy it off the exchange, change it into gems, which essentially burns it off the exchange, then take those gems and change it back into fiat. And all you've done is gone through a process of cheating the system and making the price of OMI go up ever so slightly. And if a lot of people did that, then that mean that would be the case. Now, I don't know, maybe they're going to charge you a percentage to change that back, and that is the issue there. I know they're definitely going to charge you 2.5% for stuff you sell, but can they really charge you to change OMI to gems and then gems back to OMI? I don't know. That's going to be an interesting one to find out. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. And also, obviously, if the process takes a long time, then no one's going to want to do it. But the point is that there may be a little system hack there that nobody's really talking about. And secondly, what about another idea, if that's not the case? The thing about the reason that people don't buy the OMI and then transfer it to gems is A, because the system is not working at the moment. So I grant you that is the problem. But when that system is working, people still won't go to the exchange and then buy the OMI and then change it. So therefore it doesn't affect the price, only from the burn wallet, again, which doesn't affect the price of the token. And our idea is really about affecting the price of the token. For the company, they're more focused on the app itself, which I understand, which is great because they get more money from that, obviously. The price token thing, that's just a side thing for them. And it was probably used to actually make money in order to actually sort the app out and, do the stuff they need to do. So would there be a way, correct me if I'm wrong, if I go to, say I go to the exchange myself. Now the process at the moment to actually get to OMI is very, very difficult. A few of my friends have said to me, I want to invest in this OMI stuff. And I've just said to them, yeah, it's great. All you got to do is this, this and this. And they're like, because it's a big process. You have to figure out an exchange. Even just figuring out an exchange for some people is very difficult. When I first started, I lost quite a lot of money because I was putting in limit orders above what I could actually have put them. I didn't realise, and I was changing the numbers on the thing, didn't realise what I was doing, and I ended up buying something at higher than it was, because what I did was I put in a limit order, but by mistake higher. So I didn't actually buy it when it was low, it waited until it got high and then bought it, because I accidentally did that. So, there's a lot in the exchange that people need to know about, and a lot of people just aren't bothered about it. So if I was to go to the exchange and I was to buy, say, I don't know, $100 worth of OMI, that would then affect the price. And then I was to then sell that, say, on eBay, as an example, convert it to gems, and then sell the gems on eBay for a slightly higher price, but because OMI has now gone up, that price would be in line. Does that make any sense? I don't know if that makes sense. So what I'm wondering is if there's a way to create some sort of system or some sort of website, and somebody could probably make a lot of money from this if this is a possibility, where people could put in their OMI and automatically sell it for gems. So that way people have easy access to the gems. So they could be sent to them, a later date or something. They order their gems, and then the gems get sent to them after the OMI's been transferred through the system of Vivi. And then afterwards, those people then get their gems that are sent to them through their wallet or whatever, and they can then spend them and blah, blah, blah. And there's a couple of reasons why that might work. The first reason is it stops the Apple fees and the extortionate fees. It would be great for people in the UK where the dollar to pound conversion is completely different. Me personally, if I was to go on eBay and buy 100 gems for £100 and then use those gems to buy something, I would save a lot of money compared to if I was to go on on $100 and buy them. I would save a lot of money compared to if I bought them for £100. Do you understand what I'm getting at? So I don't know if there's a way to do this, and I really am just spitballing here and probably making no sense whatsoever. But it occurred to me that if you buy it from the exchange and then use it, then you're affecting the price of the token. Whereas if you buy it in the app, you're not affecting it at all. So is there a way? Maybe someone can drop something in the comments below. As I said, you stand to make yourself a lot of money if you can figure this out, because if you can figure out a website or something where everyone can put liquidity in OMI and then get back slightly more money, then there's no risk to you, essentially, because of the fact that we can always sell those gems. And those gems are always pegged to $1. So, therefore, you can always use it to buy your OMI and that sort of thing. And it's not like putting liquidity into a thing for the OMI token to go up and down. It's more about selling the gems themselves, which will always be worth something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just spitballing here and talking a load of rubbish. But if anyone has any ideas for that, then yeah, do drop them in the comments below. And we can all have a discussion about it and see if it's something we can do. Or, if not, failing that, buy your OMI off the exchange. As soon as the gems thingy comes in, convert it, buy your NFTs. And then that way you burn it from the exchange and not from the reserve wallet. And that way the price of OMI goes up. Simple as that. And if everybody does that, wow. We're going to go through a lot of OMI. But speaking of which, we're going to go through a lot anyway, because it was, I think it was a few million that we burnt yesterday. I'm not exactly sure of the exact digits. I did have a little thing of the digits, but I can't for the life of me remember. I think it was 37 million, round about that. But don't quote me on that one. Please don't put in the comments, no, it was this and this, because I don't know for sure. But anyway, the point is, that's just an idea. I don't know if it will work. So, don't listen to me. What do I know? I'm new to crypto. Anyway. So let's go back now to the drop details, because there is obviously there is a huge drop that is happening in the next few days. So let's go to those details so that way we can see what's actually happening. So yesterday I did a little bit of a sneak peek video of what the drop was going to be, and now they've actually come out with the full information. So let's go to that and let's see what we got. So Back to the Future. Yes, we love Back to the Future. Absolutely awesome films. Where are we? Right. Only been in a Delorean, blah, 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 blah. Tells you all about Back to the Future if you want to read all that sort of stuff. Incidentally, this is the VV website, or medium.com VV Collectibles, /VV Collectibles. So if you go there, you'll see all these details yourself. Series available globally, so that's awesome. Everybody can have it. Time Machine, interactive, 1-to-1 scale. This is the big version of it, essentially. This is the one that you can scale 1-to-1 if you want to. So make a real-life DeLorean size. Now this one is tomorrow. Obviously, we know that much. List price is $99.99. Wow, $100. Do you know what? That's probably more. Do you know? I sold a car on eBay once. It was a little what was it? A little Fiat Uno or something like that. And it was years ago now, but Fiat Uno, one of my first ever cars. And the person on eBay when they bought this, now it was an MOT failure. Don't get me wrong, but there wasn't that much to fix on it. But I just sold it because it was just to try and get rid of it. And that person paid £36.50 for my real car. And tomorrow, thousands of people are going to be paying over $100 for a fake car, which is interesting when you think about it. However, in saying that, that fake car is probably going to be worth more than quite a few real cars. So, who knows? Who's the stupid one, really, by buying a fake car? But anyway, you get the idea. So, yes, $99.99. This is the ultra rare. However, there are 12,500 editions. So we did say that we're going to start upping the editions. I guess at the end of the day, the more people that come to the thing, the more it's going to be worth. And as they said on one of their video interviews, they said that in like comic shops and stuff like that, they have to have like rare because of the fact that, you know, rare is a certain amount of editions because of the fact when it gets sent to a comic shop, the logistics of it and all that kind of thing is very, very difficult. Whereas this is literally, you know, available everywhere in the world. So if they were to only have 2,000 editions, which they started off having, you know, at one point, it's like really low, maybe not 2,000, but slightly more than that, then it means that nobody gets a chance to get anything. So by doing this, it means that A, they make a lot more money, which means in turn a lot more burns, although only in the reserve app, remember that. So, but when that reserve app gets to 40% or maybe less than that, I'd say, because they've got to do a buyback at some point, then that will get bought off the thing as well. So remember, 10% of all NFTs sold in the normal market goes to buybacks, and then you've also got the secondary market as well. I'm not sure exactly what the rate is there, but I know that 2.5% at least goes to it because that is the fee that you receive or that they receive for you selling on that market. But obviously more details will come as soon as we know, definitely for that. So 12,500 editions of that one. DeLorean Time Machine 1-to-1 scale. This is the static one, so that doesn't move or anything like that. Incidentally, that other one, the one that's $99.99, which everyone's going to be going for first, that one does move. Well, not move. The doors open and you can get inside it, and there's little buttons that you can push and play with and stuff like that. So if you're into playing with the little toys and stuff, then that's the one for you. And of course, it's a rare as well, or an ultra rare, isn't it? So the next one along, this one is 25,000 editions. Wow, $70 that is, or $69.99, or £69.99 if you're in the UK. Boo. Or you can use your OMI to buy it. Oh no, they haven't got the gems yet, so forget about that for now. Anyway, the point is, $69.99 rare, 25,000 editions. It's the first appearance as well, as always. As it is at the moment because we're in beta and there's not that many people. 175,000, yeah, right. Nothing happens on this one. The doors don't open or anything like that, I believe. The only thing that it is just a statue, essentially, with the doors closed and you get the car. That's it. But you can make it 1-to-1. So, you know, if you're not bothered about the bells and whistles of making it drive around, and all, well, not drive around, none of them drive yet, but if you're not bothered about the, making it, getting inside it and showing inside and all that, but that does look pretty cool. And if you didn't see that, check out some of the videos on my other videos. Yesterday I did one, and a long time ago as well, when there was a leak of the information. So Yep, so that's that one. And then finally, 1 to 6. This is the 1 to 6 scale, so this is the smaller version. So you can't, like with the Batman, you can make him huge if you want and put you next to him or whatever. You won't be able to do that with this one. I guess it's locked to not being able to make it bigger. And I guess the reason they've done that is simply so that they can put a cheaper one out there and people have the ability to have it if they want to. So, 1 to 6 is a common, and there's 50,000 of them as well. So 50,000 on a common, so that's pretty cool. That means that a lot of people are going to be happy that they got something. At least now, whether that one is going to be worth a lot of money in the future, I don't know, because there's 50,000 of them. I would say that it may still possibly be. It'd be interesting actually to see what happens, because the Myrmicornos sold out like within an hour, like of everything going. But there's 50,000 of those, and there's where are we? How many of the other ones? So 50,000 plus 25,000. About 75,000 plus 75, 77, 78, 500, isn't it? 78,500. So 78,500 editions of anything tomorrow. So they're going to make a lot of money if they do sell out, and that will be a lot of OMI burnt as well, which is good. But more importantly, they're going to make a lot of money. I kind of wish I'd come up with this app myself, really. But yeah, will they sell out? That's speculation and to be confirmed, I guess. We shall find out tomorrow. But don't forget, don't do what I did and forget about the clocks going back. Yesterday, I was frantically tapping on my buttons, trying to refresh, trying to get this Myrmicorno, and I didn't realise that it still hadn't dropped yet. It was still an hour to go, and I was pushing away on the buttons and all that kind of thing. A few people have asked, am I doing a live tomorrow? I'm going to try. I'll be honest, I'm not very technical with this kind of stuff, so I'm going to try and do a live if I can, but I can't guarantee that it is going to work. Is all I can say on that one, because technical stuff is not really my forte. Yes, so I will try, and I'll have a test of it today, and I'll have a little play around, and I'll try and make it as best I can. So hopefully I'll be doing a live tomorrow on the drop, and again you can watch as I try to get a car and fail miserably because I've got quite an old phone, so it'll probably kick me out again more than likely. But I've got a feeling that everybody tomorrow who wants to is going to be able to get something. There's a lot of additions as we've seen right now. Which is great. It's a great thing, because it means that, as I said, it'll become more of a toy for people rather than it'll get more mass adoption. The people who want to collect will be able to get the ultra rares and the rares if they want to flip them, and the people that want to collect something will be able to get something at least. And I think that is going to be the key to mass adoption. If I don't even try for top shots, because I know that there's probably no point, because I'm just going to go there, waste my time trying to get it, and I'm going to get nothing. So I think the more people that know they'll be able to get something, then I think it will be a better thing for VV, in my opinion. But I suppose you could argue that then the stuff that you have isn't worth as much. But if you manage to get the ultra rares and the rares and all that kind of thing, you're willing to pay that little bit extra, it's going to be worth a lot more money. So anyway, I digress. So let's go on to the last one, and that is that XRP. I made a joke about it the other day, saying how, somebody who put it in this set it and forget it mentality when they bought it at like 10 cents or whatever, and then they looked at it next year and like, oh, still 10 cents. Well, obviously it was more than that. But the point is now going up. Crazy. I know, I bought it like a couple of months ago, and then I actually sold it all to get OMI. Which has turned out to be a good thing for me, because I much prefer OMI, but now I'm kicking myself because it's going back up again. Whether it carries on going back up, I don't know, so don't trust anything I say here as financial advice, as always, but it's gone up to, it's gone over $1 now, I believe, and I bought in, what did I buy in at, like 33 cents, I think I bought in. I managed to get some at 33 cents, not a huge amount anyway, to be honest, but then as I said, I sold that along with other things I had as well to buy OMI, and I got myself a nice big bag of OMI. So I'm glad I did that, but at the same time, isn't it annoying when you see a coin going up and you had some and you're thinking, if I just held that, I'll put in the foot. Yeah. But anyway, the point is, I haven't got any at the moment, and it is what it is. Incidentally, our Spacemoon, our community project, it's gone down again. It's completely gone down. So what a load of rubbish that was. But, you know, it may go up again. I don't know. As I said, if we do get any gains from it, then it's going straight back to you guys in the channel. So we'll do like a random drop or something. Maybe we'll buy OMI so that we at least increase the burn rate a little bit. And we'll drop it out to people in the channel. So let's hope it goes up and gives us some gains. Other people are saying hold on to the Safe Moon, hold on to Safe Moon. Some people are saying go to Safe Mars because it's you know, it's fairly new. So maybe Safe Mars is something to look at. Elongate is another one people have been saying. What else is there? There's a few other ones. So if you've got any ideas for stuff, then drop in the comments below. Once we've got through our Safe Moon phase and we've decided whether or not we're going to sell or not, we'll maybe buy something else. Or maybe if YouTube gives me loads of money, which isn't going to happen. But if it does, then you know, we buy something else and we have it again as another community project. Someone mentioned about engine the other day. I've got engine already, quite a bit of engine, but there is the jump net thing coming, which will be awesome because that's down at the moment as well. I've got like a whole red day today, so everything I've got is down. So the moral of the story is don't buy anything that I'm talking about because what do I know? I'm new to crypto. Anyway, I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.